Put your hand together for Ryan Lachance, everybody!
Hey, Halifax, how you doing? I once played paper, rock, scissors with another quadriplegic. It took 4.5 years, and the only way it ended was I had to wait for my edible to kick in, and I was finally able to do paper. I have cerebral palsy. Don't worry, I don't know what it is either. That's why we have Google. So if someone wants to Google what my left hand's been trying to tell me for 40 years, I'd really like to know. I think I have the cure for cancer, or why Donald Trump was president, trapped in his hand. After the show, we can open it up like a crappy Kinder Surprise and see if I was right. It's an honor to be part of a show with so many talented disabled people, but I can understand why they didn't just book a whole bunch of people in wheelchairs, because we'd be considered a convoy. And I left my trucker hat and Canadian flag at home, so. It's really hard to mount a air horn on a wheelchair too, by the way. But when you do, it's worth it. People ask me if I drink, and I don't drink because I'm always driving. I want to learn how to play the flute, because not enough people hate me. As a matter of fact, I want to be the first disabled person to be canceled. With my shoes, I understand that shoes have dreams too. So what I like to do is I get my able-bodied friends to walk around them in a while, for a while, just so they can be free, you know? Before they get put in permanent lockdown and then sold 5 years later because they're pristine for 5 times the price. Because mama didn't raise an idiot. I get asked a lot of strange questions being in a wheelchair, and one of the questions I get asked all the time is, was I born in a wheelchair? Thank you, Halifax. I'm not done. I'm thanking you for understanding how stupid that question is. This is the best Make-A-Wish I've ever had, by the way. And I get like 6 a year, so. This is like number 2 for sure. Depending on how the rest of the show goes, it might be number 1. But I doubt it, because my number 1 trip was Disneyland. I just rode on the shoulders of the Rock. It was awesome. I made that part of my Make-A-Wish. I'm like, I want to go to Disneyland with the Rock. But here's the deal. He's got to carry me. And he's such a nice guy, he did it. I wish. I'm just putting it out on TV so he sees this. And he feels obligated because I'm in a wheelchair. Here's the thing, everybody. Sometimes you just gotta change things up. And what I like to do is I'll go to a gymnasium and I'll see people on stair climbers and I'll be like, "You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere." And just wheel away. I don't even wait for a reaction. I don't need it. I know that they're already freaking out. And they're like, "Did I park in that guy's spot? Is that why I came in here?" My disability can sometimes be interesting, and I have moments with my caregivers that average people don't have. Like the other day, I was talking to my caregiver, and they always told me to try new things. So I wanted to try an escape room. And this is how awesome my caregiver is. She's a wonderful human being. She looked me dead in the eye and she goes, "Ryan, every room's an escape room. All I have to do is shut the door." I'll leave you with a piece of advice, Halifax. And I briefly mentioned it earlier, but I want to reiterate the point, and that is, never trust a guy in a wheelchair with dirty shoes.